That's what is going on. So nobody's scared, bro. We have to point out.
But Tip, our kinship is having a certain type of genetic consistency behind biology. What you are doing is what you're saying is because he has a different pattern of decision making. Okay, but hold on. But I'm breaking down my point to you so that you succinctly understand. What you are doing is you are taking a certain perception of decision making and ultimate behavior, and you are subjugating that into a narrative and saying that we are not one and the same because he chooses to do things differently than you as a black person. Even colloquial speech.
Right. Take time. Not to the point of dude.
What do you mean take time? I mean, some of y'all don't work all day.
Hold on a second. Tip, there you go.
He's responding to me. I got the money, right? So I allowed you to speak, right? It's okay.
He whose law is within himself walks in hidden.
Like this type of
thing, like anything. I mean, in fact, probably some people were nodding their heads like fucking Michael, you know. It seems to me that this is not the way to solve racism.
We have different narratives, different understandings of who we are, what we're doing.
Wait a second, Tip. I know, but it's my room. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. But Tip, it's JB.
No, brother.
Tip, fall back, Tip. Go ahead, Jay. Okay, so then have some respect. Respect my friend. My friend's trying to control his stage.
Tip, I'm going to give you the mic. But I need some clarity on what you're saying. That's why I'm interrupted. What makes Anthony less part of the black community than, let's say, somebody like you or somebody else? What does he do that makes him less?
Anthony has a certain socialization based on what his people, his parents, his country taught him. And here he is amongst us telling us something that's without what I learned by my forefathers, my progeny. They told me something. He's saying something else. I don't have no beef with him, but I don't accept what he's talking about, right? I accept that he wants to be part of whatever the fuck he's part of. That's not my business. Don't try to derail what I got going on over here. You're a black American. That is what's going on. That's it. So what the fuck you talking about? Got nothing to do with me.
So Tip, this is my whole point. If you don't agree with him based on your different choices and your different outcomes, why are you then trying to devalue his personhood? No, because it's not. Don't give me that whole clubhouse bullshit. Okay, don't give me that whole clubhouse bullshit because some of y'all don't have a life outside of this app. So again, we're having a practical conversation and listening to the shit. We are having a practical conversation and listening to the shit that you're saying to another black man.
I'm not playing with none of you niggas, bro.
Then don't. Then don't.
I love you. What I'm saying to you is this, right? I understand how people talk, what they feel, what they value. If they value something else, that's cool. I don't value that. So I'm telling you, you're not part of my pack. That's cool. Don't try to insert yourself what I'm doing, right? You don't have that intelligence and analysis. We are black Americans. We were taught from the greats. Malcolm X, Martin King, we were taught by that. This man is taught about something else. He's saying we're shit, we're nothing. So I don't respect that man, right? Tell me, have a good fight. He can do what he got to do. Where the fuck he from?
I've never heard Anthony run with that narrative of saying that black people ain't shit and black people can't accomplish it. No, but you're running to a convenient narrative. Which, by the way, Jay, I'm just going to point out this type of narrative and these talking points colloquially in the black community are only deployed by black women that, quite frankly, don't make good fucking decisions.
That's cool.
So again, can I sit here and say, as a black man, but can I sit? No, but Anthony, you understand my point. I can say that you're not one of us. You're not one of us as black men because you stand with the black women. Because you.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna need everybody.
He's never met his father.
Andy, hold on a second. Guys, I'm asking for a little respect. I'm asking for a little respect here. I know it's gonna be a heated conversation. Everybody. All right, I'll give you a chance. Hold on, Tim. You said other things about it.
You never said anything about me?
Hold on. Guys, I'm asking for 2 seconds here. I want to do a quick reset. And I want to get
brakes on. You heard me?
All right.
I'll piss on your mother, bitch.
Guys, you gotta stop it now. So I'm moving.
same niggas, I will beat the brick.
I don't give a fuck where you live.
Anthony, I moved him down for a second. Tip, I'll bring you back up in a minute. But these threats, we're not getting anywhere with this. This is stupid. This is healthy debates. Why is everything about race? Tip, I'm going to bring you back up. Give me a second. Trish, how you doing? Wanda, James, April, good to see you. Vance, Mike Boone in the house. Uncle Steve, the famous Uncle Steve's in the house. Runs the best room on Clubhouse on Sunday mornings. George, I see you. Christine, I see you. Guys have pink ticket, cash it in. So this is going to be the order of the speakers. I want to go to Miss Andy. I got you, Andy. I want to go to Michelle Cox, my man Freeway. Then we're going to go to Andy and Fiona. Michelle, how you doing, Miss Cox?
I'm doing very well, thank you, JB. It's my first time here.
Well, you're welcome here.
Thank you. Now, for me, everything isn't about race, but when we talk about race, there is only one race, and that's the human race. Now, we're culturally divided. So, what divides us culturally, I think, should be a more appropriate question. Because I've gone to universities and higher education, I teach. So, what is it that divides us culturally, I think is a better question.
All right, we'll do that in the next room, Michelle. Thank you very much.
Can I say something really quickly, Jay?
Go ahead, Adams.
Okay, so, I have this problem with people saying that, we're one human race. Humanity is a species. It is not a race. Race is a subset categorical group, okay, for which we label certain species that have genetic, okay, and physical traits, right? So if we're going to have this conversation, let's be deliberate. There is a difference between a black person and a white person genetically and phenotypically. Does that equate to people not having the ability to develop certain type of work ethic, certain type of social patterns that render them successful, certain types of adaptation that render, those adaptations necessary to further success? Yes, there is a difference. So, to me, it's crazy in saying, like, we're one world, we're one race. No, we're not. Like, we're misappropriating biological and anthropological terms to fit a certain type of narrative around people having grievances with their counterparts and where they've been able to adapt differently from their counterparts that have not. That's all I'm saying.
I respectfully disagree.
Thank you, Michelle. I'm going to come back to you, I promise. But I'm going to go to Freeway, Andy, and then Fiona. Freeway, what's good, man?
Man, I'm out here, and this is ironic that you guys are even having this conversation because I'm in fucking Montgomery, Alabama. I was in Selma, Alabama yesterday at the Edmund Pettus Bridge. And the whole point of why I'm out here in Alabama is because if you're familiar with the Tuskegee experiment where they sympathize and black people, they give men cures, and then you have black people. I've been on stages with Anthony 1,000 times. Not only is Anthony an extremely intelligent person, but he's very, very, very race conscious. He's one of the most intelligent, humane, humble, informed, insightful black young men that I've been privileged enough to listen to talk about black people in general.
Yo, Tip, I want you back up, bro.
See what that kid is doing? You notice I said kid, Tip, right? He's emotional. For some reason, he seems to think that his opinion is so fucking vital that he just got to jump in and contribute, what he thinks that any and all conversations have to be so fucking pro-black, right, that he thinks he has the right to speak out negatively, right, about another black man's way of, navigating through his journey. So, Anthony, you already know I fuck with you the long way, my man. Tip, young man, boy, you got a lot of soul searching to do, young man. Because first of all, for you to say some immature shit, like you look better than Anthony, and you more successful, and your girl look better than Anthony. Wow, how do you even Where's your level of self-esteem, my man? Real talk, respectfully. Only immature.
This is a message to Robert F. Kennedy Jr. This is the 45th Ward Republican Committee. I'm asking you to please help us figure out why these planes keep contrailing over Chicago.
There is no one like me.
I appreciate you so much. I got you.
I agree with that.
I got everybody. But we're gonna go to Andy, then Island Girl, nice PTR. Andy, go ahead, Andy.
Hey, Jake, how you doing? You know, I want to make a statement. And in 2025, right now, this year, in this very moment of time, I truly believe that the United States of America is the least racist country on the planet. You can't name one law on the books today that prevents me, you, anybody to do anything they want. We have freedom in this country. Now, do I think there are individuals who are racist or morons or stupid or ignorant or assholes? Of course. But as a whole, as a group, as a country, I don't see it. I spend 150 nights a year in a hotel room. I see people of all races on my planes, in my restaurants, in the hotels I check in. I just see total freedom. So I'm gonna land in this one more statement. In order for us to get, I love what Gwen said. I don't know if she's still in the room, but in order for us to get over all this racism, you have to look at my PTR and say, Andy is a man that happens to be black. I'll look at Anthony's PTR. He's a man that happens to be white. Anthony, I look at him as a man that happens to be black. I don't look at black first. I see it. I'm not blind. I can't take it when people say I don't see color. Then obviously your eyes are impaired.
We're gonna get this out of here.
So we have to see each
We're
other.
going to Ireland. We're gonna stash $100,000
And then
worth of gold and silver. So we get the gold and silver back in the bag, baby.
I'm gonna push back just a smidge.
The shoptracksmeister.com, we're going to be able to do it around the world. It's very, very simple. It's going to be bands in the hands of people around the world. If it all works well in Ireland,
I don't give a fuck what anybody
and
says.
you comment in this video and hold us down on shoptracksmeister.com,
And that go between white people and black people in that prison white people is not racist.
the reason why I was
I do it over and over again.
that's my life over and over and over and
I'm saying, if I was up to 2,000, what I'm saying
No, how long did you spend in prison? That was the question.
I didn't say I was in prison. I said I got arrested 5 times. And all those 5 times that I got arrested is because I was a fuck up. I made mistakes.
I think he was going somewhere.
Mike, hold on a second. Thank you. Let me just say this, Andy. And I stand on my square on this. And I'm not doxing you. I'm not trying to fight with you. You're my friend. I like you and I respect you. But if you put your crimes and put them on a black person, they're not getting out of it, bro. They're going to Sing Sing. They're going to the Hooska. Hold on, Mikey.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, sorry.
Stop.
Hold on. According to me, from my lived
Let me
experience.
just say one thing. There is an economic
And there's no respect, Jay. Like there's no disrespect at all. Like there's no disrespect. I just respectfully disagree.
You're allowed to disagree, but my lived experience tells me differently. But listen, let's get back into the Q, guys.
Do you believe in nature versus nurture?
Hold on a second, guys. Hold on. I said I was going to go to Island Girl next, and then I'm going to give Tip a chance to push back because he's getting punched around. I got you, Mikey. Island Girl, how you doing?
Hey, what's up?
Do Did you want to chime in on the conversation, ma'am?
Of course.
Mike is yours.
Yeah, so, why is everything about race? Yeah, I be feeling like that sometimes. Me being like what they call biracial, I guess.
Yeah, that's another thing I don't understand is why people are biracial and considered black, but that's a conversation for another room. Chip, what's up, man? I'm gonna give you the mic, then I'm gonna move it around a little bit.
Wait, they're not considered black. I'm sorry. We are not considered black based on what?
Just from what I heard, Adams, you could be black all day, so I don't care.
I mean, I identify as a black person, so I mean, it is what it is. I mean, why are we subjugated to a certain type of narrative in terms of non-blackness just because somebody that identifies with two black parents didn't achieve the certain socioeconomic outcome that they feel that they're entitled to? I feel like that's.
Can I
touch on that with far as the biracial?
Sure.
I think with the black community and even with people that are biracial, the thing is that not all, but you do have some biracials. It's kind of like when they're with the black community or whichever parent, they're with the black family, black side, whatever. Everything is good, right? But then it's kind of like they also have that other side, that proximity to whiteness. And some biracials is kind of like they'll act like they don't know you, or their proximity, makes them above you sometimes. And then you come back over here and we're like, nah, you was acting kind of shitty when you go with your white grandma and you act kind of shitty and look at us funny and shit. Now you're back over here, like we ain't got no love for you. So I think sometimes that's the thing. But I have a biracial friend, and she's never even been accepted by her white side of the family. Like her grandfather was like, your dad fucked the nigga, and they don't fuck with her. They never have, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Would you say that that's a very anecdotal experience?
Yeah, right. Exactly. Like what?
Yes.
Got it. And the only reason why I'm speaking up about this is because, I'm a biracial person, and, I have Black American heritage, especially Black American indigenous heritage. So, some of us weren't actually brought over here from Africa. Some of us are Black indigenous people on my dad's side. It's kind of one of those things where, why does somebody get to rank on my identity and saying that my identity ranks lower than yours in your subgroup in just being a full race Black American? Like, I feel like that's just very weird.
All right, guys, I want to give Tip a chance to speak. Michelle, I'm going to come back to you, promise. And I also got to get Mike in the conversation. Tip, the mic is yours. Thank you, your piece.
Yeah, thank you, respect. And that's what's hard about it. We are a result of we are a result of people. We're breeded, type of information. That's what a Black American is. So everybody tells you you're not a Black American, like they're retarded. Like, I don't know about that. But what the brother was saying that you don't see his race, but let me give the brother something. Big metrics out there that sees race, right? System sees it, right? We have 2.5 million people incarcerated. That number's bigger than multiple countries' population, right?
The truth is, we have
I'm trying to understand the context of the point that you're trying to make. because I'm a black person trying to understand exactly how much you're trying to devalue my identity by throwing out a bunch of bullshit that quite frankly does not make any sense. No, it's a conversation. It's a conversation. So if you don't understand some shit, you're just gonna let somebody talk and not ask questions to further understand it? Like, what are we doing?
The chances of you seeing this YouTube show.
Welcome to Dubai.
I know why you think you individually can fix racism because you like black people. That's cool, but you not recognize what's happening in this country. We are doing wrong.
Always said that. But the reason they the easiest way to solve it.
I'm going to go to Julian because he's been patiently waiting. Then I'm going to go to Mike and Pepe and Carrie Ann. Julian, how you doing?
Yeah, how you doing? Thank you for allowing me to speak, JB. Yeah, with that being said, I want to answer to the title, why is everything about race? And my synopsis on why everything is about race is because 12,000 to 6,000.
Shut the fuck up, I'll suck your dick, nigga.
12,000 to 6,000 years ago, a certain group of people appeared on this planet. And, it was from the Caucasus region, and in that region, they had a very difficult life. They had to fight for survival. They had to fight each other for survival. And it made those people very aggressive. Fast forward to them fighting each other and conquering each other and killing each other and genociding each other for hundreds of thousands of years. They finally decided to leave their area. And once upon leaving their area, they started running into other groups of people. And other groups of people, they were all dark people. So everywhere they're going on a planet, they see dark people that necessarily don't have the same genetics as them. They see dark people that, I'm not going to say living in harmony, but they're living and they're in different climates. They got everything they need to survive, and they don't have to work as hard as where they came from to survive because everything is provided for them through the earth. So they see other people living, and they see other people that's dark everywhere they go. And the more they travel, the more they see different people that's dark and not necessarily the same genetics.
He criticized Francis
So,
and Francis' stances, and then later on found that benefit so he's really not necessarily a Francis loyalist himself. And being that they usually, elect
There's a lot of
themselves.
cardinals from Africa.
It just sounds like, I think people are just jumping on this because he's very conservative. But he's not a Francis loyalist, so I don't know. I don't think it's as,
yes.
I don't think it's as in the bag for him as people want to believe it is.
Definitely not in the bag.
The Bronze Age pervert predicted the Black Pope, yes?
I think Bronze Age pervert is a Jew, is he not?
I think so.
Yeah. I wouldn't put a lot of credence in what he says.
Maybe he knows the plan, you know?
Well, maybe he does, and maybe it's a take effect.
Melissa, why did you get so upset when I said that you're dating a Muslim man and you make bad takes every time you make bad takes? I'm not. I'm just asking you a question. If you can't answer the question I'm asking, that's a you problem, and I'm not obsessed with you. That's you projecting. Sorry, Dr. Melissa. I never should have asked anything. My bad for asking a question. You're easily triggered, Dr. Melissa. If I just ask a question about your Muslim boyfriend, you're pathetic. How weak and pathetic and easily upset you are. And I'm not a bad landlord. I'm a great landlord, Dr. Melissa. FYI, I'm a good landlord. I am complete. Thank you very little. We'll call you. Don't call us.
Yeah, go report your tenants in the bathroom. Okay, that's what you do.
Oh. Obsession?
Projection and obsession.
Why do you say axe?
Can I just ask a question? Jesus.
Retarded.